Hello everybody, welcome on into today's video. Today I'm going to be counting up my sinking funds, the ones that I track anyways, to see what kind of progress I made in the month of June. So I do these every single month, or at least I try to. It keeps me motivated to reach my goals. I hope it inspires you out there that even small amounts over time definitely can add up into big, amazing things. So hello, if you are new, I am Deidre. Welcome on in. I am in my late 30s. I live and work on the prairies in Canada. I'm a single income individual. I am not partnered. I'm not married. None of those things. And so, yeah, I am solely responsible for my income as well as where that income goes. And so welcome on in. If you are not subscribed, I hope you will. I'm going to do a giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers this year, and you cannot win if you are not subscribed. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I hope you enjoy these videos. I love seeing others do these particular videos just because it can be so motivating. So if you are new, I have a laptop that has an Excel spreadsheet that does the calculations for me, meaning the differences per month, and adds up the total. Some of my accounts are online. There's nothing stuffed into binders. So I go over those ones first. So, and I just have my laptop off to the side. I will not be sharing it on screen or anything, but I will give you all the numbers. So in my vehicle sinking fund, which is used for car maintenance, not for gas or anything car maintenance related, it gets money regularly every single paycheck. And so at the end of June, it had $646.09, and it is up $70.25. So there's a little bit of interest, but then obviously I use that when I pay online, like not pay online, when I'm paying for any repairs. So it's always going to have a weird amount of cents. Next up is household. So this is meant for household things. If I need to stock up on laundry detergent, toilet paper, if I needed to buy a new set of dishes, that sort of thing. This has $131 in the account, and it is up $60.14 from last month. And so next up is Christmas. I save for Christmas every single year. I think this is my third or fourth year starting in January. I have money going to an online account every single paycheck, and I don't go super crazy for Christmas. I have a very small family. I have two parents, a brother, sister, a brother-in-law, and I will be having a nephew who is due to be born in October. So that is a very small family, and I don't go crazy with gifts. So, and I buy for a few friends. But yeah, I don't buy for a ton of people. So in my Christmas sinking fund, I have $260.26 at the end of June. It is up $40.09 from last month. So we are going to start out just in this binder. There's not a whole lot in here. I have multiple binders going on. So this one is my renewals. So renewals for me, I classify as my AAA registration as well as my vehicle registration, which are due every single year. It has $200 in there. It's fully funded. Each one costs about $100 each, and it has had $200 for a while, so there's no change there. Next up is subscriptions, and I do have Netflix, but I pay that just monthly, so I don't save up for it. I don't have Amazon Prime. I do have Disney Plus, but that was it's part of my cable and internet package. I got 2-year deal, and Disney Plus was part of it, so I don't actually pay for it. This was meant for my Sirius XM subscription. It is coming up for renewal in July. I have already canceled it, so it will not auto renew because I had a 2-year deal. They were not willing to give me the deal of $5 a month, so I canceled it. So if I do get an offer to get it for $5 a month, which I have a feeling they probably will do, because they want people to come back, then I will just include it in my monthly budget. But in the future, I might save up. I might maybe save up for a year's worth and then put it in here and then just throw it on the credit card. We'll see, but it's had nothing for a while. So next up is technology, which has been fully funded for now. I have saved up in case I need to replace my laptop, and so it has $650 in there, and I might start adding to this again later, but we'll see. So it has not changed at all. So next up is health. So health is a buffer basically for myself. So when I I get benefits through my work, and so typically I get reimbursed through a health spending account, but those kind of start to dwindle towards the end of the year because I go for an eye exam every 2 years. I go to the dentist every single year. Some years I have more physio or chiropractic visits. Some years I have more like oddities in terms of prescriptions. You know, you get sick and now you need like an antibiotic and a puffer and all that sort of thing. So yeah, this is to basically pay myself back when those benefits run out. So if I need to, say, go to the chiropractor and I don't get reimbursed what I paid, then I would pull it from here. The goal is to get this to 150. I don't think I've ever gotten it there. And so money has come in and money gone out, but we should have 125 in there. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 5. So yes, and that has not changed since last month because we had 125 in there last month. So, and I do use some mini challenges to help fund this. Next up is travel, which is not a priority for me at the moment. It's had $150 in that account for quite a while. I have debated redistributing it. I just have no plans right now to travel at all. So yeah, but I think I'm going to leave it for now. I'll decide in a few months what I actually want to do with it. So next up is date night. This is more actually just time for myself. I typically use this for yoga sessions that my city's rec program puts on. But if I wanted to go to a concert, if I wanted to go to a comedian, I could use the money from here. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. And my city's rec program will not start again until the fall. I am going to start adding a little bit of money to here just in case, so that if I do want to sign up for yoga, then I can do basically like I'll have enough in there to cover sessions. They're usually about $10 a session. So I'm also just going to quickly pull out a binder. I don't actually stuff this, but anybody who's been around for quite a while knows I was using this binder, which is from Iris Budgets. She makes amazing binders. Unfortunately, she has not been active on YouTube or her Etsy shop. I'm hoping she's just busy with work and traveling the world, but she hasn't been active for a while. But if she does come back, she makes amazing items, and I do link everybody below so you can go get your own. I use this to save up $1,000, so I finished it twice. This is to use as a buffer for when I need to be off for surgery. I was hoping to have surgery this summer. Well, I was hoping I would get the call to tell me when my date was. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened yet, but anyways, I will be on disability when that occurs. So it is just a bit of a buffer to help me ensure that I can still put money towards my goals as well as make my payments, because anybody who's ever been on disability knows it's about 2/3 of your income. So yeah, if I don't need to use it all, awesome, and I will redistribute it. And if I need it, then it's there. So it's had $1,000 for a while because it's been finished. Next up is another binder from Iris, and this is a 1K binder. I am trying to complete this year, and I will hopefully complete this actually before the fall. And I'm just going to, the beautiful vinyl somehow twisted. Okay, there we go. Anyways, I'm using this to save up for a lump sum payment into my tax-free savings account, which in Canada is an investment vehicle actually geared towards retirement. A lot of people use it incorrectly. You can use it for an emergency fund or things like that, but realistically, it's actually meant for your future self. So I'm going to be completing this binder, and when I do, I will put that lump sum into my tax-free savings, and then next year I'm just going to put money every single paycheck automatically. But that was my goal this year, just to prove to myself I could do it. So it saves $1,000, and we have $20 in the front envelope. I'm just going to figure out how much I actually need to finish this quickly here, because I'm getting close to the end, which is amazing. So 200, but we have 20 in the front envelope, so we need 180 to complete the binder, and it saves 1,000, so we have $820 in here. So yes, like I say, budgeting wise, it should be finished before the fall, and then the money I was putting in here, I think I'm going to put towards some other sort of goals. So I'm just going to quickly go into this. So I do some challenges, and the challenges at the back here, which I will be starting some new ones, that money gets redistributed once they are either completed or the end of the quarter occurs, so I don't count them, but I do count these challenges. So the first up is a 2027 challenge from Budget with Ira, and this is just to save some money. I haven't had a plan for it. I haven't decided what I'm doing with it, but I just want to save the money. So we have 20, 40, 60, and 80 in here, and it had $0 last month, so we are up obviously $80, which is amazing. And then Ira has a 2026 challenge, which I have completed once already. I have done his year of savings. I did that earlier this year, and I've restarted the 2026 savings. So we actually have $300. So we have 120 from the monthly and 180 from the first go around of the 2026 challenge, and then we have 20, 40, 60, and 80. So we have $260 in there. So we are up 80 bucks, and I'm using the leftover money from my eating out or spending money in here, as well as any sales. So any Facebook sales, any eBay sales, any Poshmark. I am a seller on Poshmark. So that is where that money is going for now. I still have no plans for it. I have thought I might buy some items, budgeting items from Budget with Ira. Shipping to Canada is really expensive, so it gets close to $30 even if you order one single item. So I think I might purchase some budgeting items because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next year, because I plan to purchase a different place. So I'm going to have to look at what kind of challenges I can do, and realistically I don't know if I'll be able to do all the challenges I've been doing this year, just based on the income and expenses ratio, but I'll decide later on. So next up is a binder that I use quite often. I'm just going to set these two off to the side for a second. So first up we have hair, which hair appointment will not be until the end of August, but we have 10, 20, 25, and 30 in here. It's technically down $40 because I had my hair appointment at the beginning of June, so when I did my count up last month, it had enough for the appointment, but that's okay. I already know that. It doesn't stress me out or anything like that. So next up is nails. So my nail appointment is actually coming up in a few days, but I've already taken the money out for it. So we have 10, 20, 25, and 30 in here. And so we had 30 last month. I did have an appointment, I think, right at the end of May. So that again doesn't bother me. Money comes in, money goes out for that. Next up is beauty, which has 10 and 20. So it is down $40 from last month, but I use this money for my skincare, my hair care, any makeup, anything that I need more money than just some of the money from my spending money. So typically it's when I'm like buying my skincare from the shopping channel and Sephora. If I'm buying more expensive makeup or makeup that isn't in the drugstore, that's what I use it for. And beauty is my vice. I love makeup and skincare, so it's an area I like to spend money in. So next up is clothes. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100 in here. I'm just trying to build up some money in here. It's up $15 from last month. I am losing weight, so I'm going to need probably some pants at some point. So yeah, just saving up some money for now. And so next up is pets. I do not have a pet. I am saving for when I move. I will be able to get a pet, because the whole point of me moving is to purchase a place that I can have my own pet in. In my condo right now, we are not allowed to have pets. So we should have 1,600 in here, and we have 1,000, 200, 400, and 600. And it will be a dog that I will get. I hope to get a Sheltie, but we'll see when the time comes. So we are up $100 in there. I am, when I became debt free last year, back in April, my goal was to start saving for future goals. And so I treat pets like a line item in my budget, because when you do have a pet, you know you're going to have expenses. So that's the way I've been doing it and saving for a pet. So next up is gifts. So gift season is upon me. My family is all born in the summer, so money is needed. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. So it's down $10, but it actually got money. So it's like up and down, and that's what it's there for. So, and I would just have a sticky note in there because my brother-in-law would like money for his birthday at the end of August, because he would like to buy a tonneau cover for his truck. So that's just to remind me to do that when the time comes. So next up is future. So this is my home binder, what we're calling my home binder. I'm saving up money for a new place. This is not a down payment. This is the cost related to getting a new home. So lawyer's fees, home inspection, possibly setting up of utilities, moving costs, like hiring movers, that sort of thing. I don't have to worry about boxes. Where I work, we get a lot of supplies in, so I've had boxes set aside for me, and I've been sort of decluttering as well as packing up, sort of starting in January. So I've packed up some things, trying to declutter things, so I'm okay for the boxes. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 2,500, 700, 850 in here. My goal, I think a stretch goal, is to get this to $5,000 this year. So we will see. It went up $400 from last month, so that's awesome. So next up is insurance. So this is condo insurance for my current place. For my condo, I am toying with the idea of saving up some money maybe later this year or early next year, possibly for home insurance on whatever I purchase. So I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm thinking it might not be bad to even just get a little bit of money there, because I don't know if I'll be paying for it yearly or monthly. This one for my condo insurance, currently I pay for it on a yearly basis. So I saved up $360. It's more than it probably is needed, but it's better to have a bit of a buffer when it comes to bills that you don't really know how much are going to go up. So next up is furniture. So furniture for my new place when I move. Obviously more space means you're going to need furniture for it. So we have $400 in there, and it's up 120 bucks. I completed a challenge that gave it a good boost. So yeah, just trying to slowly save up. I think I'm going to be starting to put a little bit of money. Sorry, I'm fighting with this. Kind of going forward, but not huge amounts, just at least to get some money in there at least, right? So appliances has nothing, and this is home maintenance for obviously like a future home, not my current home. So those have nothing, but they are on my tracker just in case. So next up is, this is custom trackers from Iris. Again, I love her stuff. I really hope she's okay and she does come back soon. So emergency fund is a never-ending thing. I don't think you can ever have enough. So my goal this year was to get to 3,000. I am going to meet that, and I would like to get it close to 4,000 if possible by the end of the year. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 500, 700, and 900 in emergency fund. It's tough, $200. And this gets money every single paycheck. It's all done digitally, but it gets money every single pay. So we are up 200 bucks from last month. New vehicle is to just start saving money for a new vehicle. Not because I need one, knock on wood when I say that. I'm hoping like 5 years into the future, I want to purchase it outright or have a very minuscule loan on it. So I'm just trying to get some money saved up. And if I had to stop saving in here, I think I save on average about $30 a month, which you'll say is not a lot, but every little bit counts. I would pause it if I had to. If I had to pay for something else, that would be an area I would pause. But we have $550 in here. So I think I don't think I'll get it to 1,000 this year, but like if I could get it to about 700-ish, that would be a really nice accomplishment because I just started that this year. It's up $80 from last month. So month ahead is not like your typical month ahead. I would love to be able to purchase my new place and then sell my current condo, and I will use the money in here as basically, instead of relying solely on my paycheck to pay for the bills that are associated with my current situation, I would use the money in here. And obviously if I'm working on my second month, so I've already saved 1 month. I don't know if I'm going to save a third month. Condos in my area and where I currently live have been selling relatively quickly. So I think as long as you price things right, I think that there is always a good chance to sell it fairly quickly. So we have saved up so far for 2 months for cell phone, for gas, so that's vehicle gas, car insurance. So car insurance might need to be adjusted later on this year when I get my renewal, so we'll see there. Property tax on my current condo, cable and internet, condo fees, which will probably change again at the end of the year, so I'll probably need to put a little more money in here maybe towards the end of the year. And I think I just erased that, so let me just do this again. 120, oh, should be 240, 180, 200. Oh, and I have groceries in there as well. 940, 710. So mortgage, so I pay my mortgage bi-weekly, so it's 4 payments that I figured out, and a buffer. So I'm just a buffer to always have in there. And so we have $3,060 in here, and it's up 150, and we need 3670 for 2 months. So we are $610 away from doing the second month, which we should accomplish this year, and that will feel so amazing. So I'm just going to quickly double check that I didn't miss anything because I have quite a few categories. So, all right, at the end of June, across the categories that I keep track of, now keep in mind, this does not include my retirement, this does not include my checking buffer, this does not include any money that I set aside in my budget for property taxes. This is just the categories I'm keeping track of. At the end of June, I had $16,702.35. Now this is up $1,460.48 from last month. And the reason that's amazing, just shy of $1,500. My actual expenses are relatively low, as well as I'm making certain goals an absolute priority. They get money irregardless. This has also taken me a very, very long time. Since I become debt-free, this has definitely helped, and it's gone a little bit faster because I don't have debt payments, but this has taken a very long time to build up. So if you're hearing that number and you're thinking, I'll never get there, honestly, I hear you. 3 years ago, I would have thought that's absolutely impossible for me. But being consistent, saving money, making things a priority, you can accomplish amazing things, and huge goals can be reached. So start small and you will see momentum before you know it. So yeah, that is it. That is all today. I just want to thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this. If you are not subscribed, come on, subscribe. You can win a giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers if you are subscribed. And I hope you'll come back and check out my next video, which most likely will be a savings challenge video, which is always so exciting. So I will hopefully see you there, and have an amazing day. Bye, everybody.